All right, folks, I'm back again. Another episode of Tailgate Talks. It's March 22nd, 2021. I wanted to talk a little bit tonight about Donald Trump. And there's a few things I don't quite understand about him, or why, not about him, but about the way the government treated the man. Something I'm having trouble coming to terms with. I have never in my life seen anybody that was hated as much as he is by some of the elite government officials. I don't understand how they could hate a man as much as they do him. He is no longer a president, and he is driving them crazier than hell. And I got to thinking back on some things, and they go up there, and Nancy Pelosi will say he's a threat to national security. Well, I want to know how is he a threat? Well, he's not presidential. Well, maybe not, but he done a damn good job while he was in there. Is that what it is? Are you spiteful because he done better than you? He done more in 4 years than any of y'all have done in 50. And he's wealthy because he earned his money. And yeah, you'll see he filed bankruptcy and he played the system and he might not have paid all the taxes. I don't want to hear all that crap. He didn't get it from me and the taxpayers of this country. He earned it. He made it. I mean, he worked and earned his money, built condos and golf courses and all this kind of thing, and earned his money. He didn't take it from the taxpayers. There's no other explanation for how you politicians are getting wealthy. You don't make enough money to get wealthy. Not the millions and millions y'all have. What is it, insider trading? How are you getting all your money? No, you're embezzling. That's my thoughts. I'm going to leave that alone. But then I got to thinking back on it. You got folks like Hillary Clinton. That's the most crooked woman I believe I've ever known in my life. I don't know her. I can't say I know her. But I've seen her enough on TV. She's as crooked a person as you ever gonna find. Honestly, folks, you ain't gonna find nobody no crookeder than she is. And some of the shit she pulled, I mean, they subpoenaed her for all them emails and all she had. And she brought all her phones and computers and shit in after she done wiped them clean, crushed her damn phones, beat them with hammers and shit and crushed them. Well, that's fine if that's what she wanted to do. However, after they'd been subpoenaed and she done that, that made her a damn criminal. Now, if me or you had done that, our ass would probably still be soaking in the jailhouse down there, and you know that well as I do. Now, what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. It ain't no in between. I mean, they may subpoena me for something, a cell phone that I might have done a drug deal on. I don't deal drugs. That ain't what I'm saying, but I'm just making an example here. They may subpoena me for a phone to get some text messages off of where I illegally sold something or blah. You know what I'm saying? And if I crush that phone and done away with that evidence, I'm going to jail. Now, she's in a position that she could threaten our national interest. Hell, she sold Iran a bunch of goddamn uranium. What the hell? And oh, no, it's all right if she does it. Oh, we'll just sweep that under the rug. It ain't no big deal. Yeah, it's all right. And nobody does a damn thing about it. And, Lord, if she'd got elected, we'd have been, oh, Lord, it would have been, oh, we would be in bad shape. But then Donald Trump come along and messed their card up. I guess that's why they hate the man so much. I mean, y'all, I've never seen hatred like they have for him. And if you look at the guy, he's just a normal guy. I mean, he's got a decent family. His youngins are seem to be well-rounded and adjusted well to society, and they're out and they're doing things, and they seem intelligent, and I mean, they're making their own way. And then you look at Joe Biden. God damn, he can't even carry on a conversation. Then they got videos and footage and all kind of shit of his boy laid up in bed, stoned on crack, don't even know where the hell he's at. Then he's got this computer that's got God knows what on it. But oh no, they're not going to investigate him. Shit, he's a Democrat. If Don Jr. had that shit, they would have him in the penitentiary somewhere in much concrete. He'd never get out. Y'all know what I'm saying is true. Don't try to deny it. Don't even try. And you ain't got to tell me. I know you'll sit down tonight and you'll know it's right, but you don't have to admit it. We all know you know it's right. You can't hide. The hiding's over with. We're seeing through your crap. Your crap's fixing to come to an end. And it's going to come to an end quickly. The American people are waking up, and they're beginning to realize what's going on, and it ain't gonna last long. Old Joe, you know, he was gonna only tax people at $400,000 or more a year. Y'all should have known that was a lie. That's just like when he said he was gonna do away with fracking and all the oil and all, but then he retracted that because he was losing votes in the polls, so he changed his mind. Well, just as soon as he got elected, he went right on back and canceled all that shit and caused us to become dependent on foreign energy again. That's what he said he was going to do, and that's what he done. Now, he also said that he was going to raise our taxes. Well, when he got some flack, oh, it's only for people over $400,000. Well, now it's dropped down to $200,000. Before you know it, he's going to be raised taxes on everybody. There's no way he can afford to spend the kind of money that they're talking about spending and not raise taxes. That's the only way the government can get money. The government's not making money. They're just simply taking it from people. They don't make any money. They don't sell anything. They don't manufacture anything. They don't do anything. All they do is take our money. And if they need more, they just take more. And there ain't a damn thing you can do about it, because if they tell you your tax rate just went from 20% to 30% and your paycheck drops $200 a week, you don't have a say in it, because when you get your paycheck, it's going to be $200 less. It ain't like you can pay it if you want to, or pay some here and some there when you can afford it. It is what it is. That's how it's going to be. There ain't no negotiating it. There ain't no thinking about it. It is what it is. That's just how it's going to be. And I'm about had me a belly full of it. I really have. Honestly have. And I think there's enough people beginning to realize what we got going on here, because I ain't heard nobody jumping up and down praising Biden for shit. All these people that voted for him is just hoping nobody calls them out on it. But they're going to get called out. Most of them are. I ain't one of them I told you so people. But y'all should have thought about all this before you done what you done. And the only reason that you didn't vote for Trump is because of the news media and the negative publicity that he got. You don't know the man. And if you'd really thought about how things were, your life was better. Gas prices was low. The border was solid. People had jobs, more and more jobs coming. Our factories was coming back. Things were good. You can't deny it. You can't deny it. Look at the statistics. Just look at the statistics of it. It is what it is. Well, they tried everything they could. They impeached the man. They stayed on him 24/7, 365 the whole time he was in office. And he still made some accomplishments that was, to me, was mostly unbelievable. Well, they couldn't get it done with that. They tried everywhere they could to get him. I don't know how many times. There's no telling how many times he's had death threats or attempts on his life. There's no telling. We'll never know. And they'll never let us know how many times that happened. I guarantee you there's a bunch of them, though. Well, they couldn't get it done with that, so they decided to unleash the COVID virus. And I believe with all my heart that's where it came from. They call it the China virus. It probably did come from China. But anyway, I got my own view on that. Well, they knew that would kill the economy. And then they start telling you, well, you got to shelter in place. And you can't go out and you can't do this. You can't do that. You got to wear these damn masks where you look like the damn Bonnie and Clyde or somebody trying to rob a bank all the time. The most impersonal thing I've ever seen. Science says the mask don't work. If the mask was so effective, every year when the flu virus started, everybody would be wearing masks. Because truthfully, this COVID ain't nothing but a ramped up case of the flu. That's all it is. And I've never known a society to wear a damn mask on their face. It's unpersonal. It sucks. People don't like it. They're getting tired of it. And the science says it don't work. That's been proven. But yet, people do it. And I see people riding around in their cars by themselves wearing masks. That's pathetic. How you gonna catch COVID from your car? What the hell? Are you showering with a mask on? Do you sleep with a mask on? Now they saying 2 masks. Don't wear 2 masks. Nah, I ain't wearing one if I can help it. Much less 2. That's crazy. It really is crazy. But anyway, we're in a pickle, y'all. We're in a bad way right now. I'm just proud I live in Florida, and we got a governor that stands up for his people. The man's got backbone, if nothing else. I'd love to drink beer with him one day, because he don't care. He's got the best interest of the country, the best interest of the state, and the best interest of the people at heart. Everybody makes decisions in everyday life. I choose not to wear a mask everywhere I go. That's my choice. If you want to wear a mask everywhere you go, that's your choice. If you pull up somewhere and you don't think there's enough people wearing masks that you're uncomfortable, don't go in. You're outnumbered by the people that don't want to wear masks. I'm sorry, but that's how society works. You have choices that you make. There's things I don't like. I don't do it. There's people I don't like. I don't go around them. It's that simple. It's just that simple. If you boil it all down in a stew pot, it's that simple. If you want to live like a hermit at your house, that's your choice. That's what you do. Don't bother me. If you don't like crowds, don't go around crowds. I mean, seriously, don't do it. It's just that simple. But don't tell me I got to do it. I mean, if you want to wear a mask, that's fine. You wear your damn mask. But don't tell me I got to wear mine. I ain't going to breathe on you. Going to get near enough to you to breathe on you. I mean, it's that simple. 6 foot of distance or wear a mask. It's that simple. But I see people every day in stores and around town. They'll have a damn mask on. And I'll be at the deli or something getting me some food or getting me a drink or something. They'll just get all up on me. Well, hell, if they was all concerned about a damn mask, they wouldn't get all up on me because I don't have one on. And all you got to do is look around. There's germs everywhere. Hell, I was at the grocery store the other day, little old boy crawling around on the damn floor and on his hands and knees. Now, I'm talking about in the grocery store, right in front of the counter, where everybody in the world's feet's been. They ain't no damn telling where them feet's been. Hog pens and that ain't no damn telling. Well, then the little old boy gets up, puts his hands all over the tater chip rack, all over the tater chip bags, picks up 6 or 8 Slim Jims, goes over there, digs around in the drink cooler. You don't reckon he just put a bunch of germs on all that shit? You reckon a mask gonna help you with that? No, I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think that's gonna help you none. Because he just put germs on most everything around the counter of that store off of the floor. Now, if you don't think when you breathe and droplets come out of your mouth that they fall on the floor, then you don't have a good sense, because that's gravity. That's what you call gravity. Stuff that's heavier than air drops to the ground. So everybody in that store that sneezed, coughed, breathed, every droplet of spit that come out of their mouth or their nose went to the floor where he was just crawling around. And folks, all you got to do is pick up one of them bags of tater chips he just wallered all over and rubbed his hands all over. Pick it up, go to your car. You can disinfect your hands. Yeah, I agree, that might help you. But then you're going to pick that tater chip bag up and you're going to open it. Well, you got whatever was on that floor on that tater chip bag. And then you're going to start eating them tater chips and you're going to put it right in your mouth and you're going to eat it. And then you're going to wipe your eye, or you're going to pick your cell phone up and stick it to your face, and your hands has been on the floor of the grocery store. I'm going to leave y'all with that thought tonight. Have a good one. I'm signing off.